Hi, my name is Zach Warnicki, and I'm a Math 1 teacher at Mallard Creek High School. During remote learning, there were two things that I kept in mind. The first one was that I really needed to make sure that I created lessons that were engaging for students to make sure that they would hopefully make it through the entire quarter and not check out early. I wanted to make sure that I didn't have boring lectures or certain worksheets, so I really tried to be creative and engaging with students with the work that we worked on this quarter. The second thing that I really wanted to make sure is that students knew that I was aware of and cared about their mental health. So we would start each time we were together talking openly about how we were doing. Some students more freely than others. Some students having a better experience being at home. Other students having a rougher time and being around a lot of distractions. But students told me that this was very helpful in them opening up and being more receptive to doing schoolwork, knowing that I was an advocate for them, and someone who truly listened to how they were feeling. So that would help engage them further within the content. There was a quote that I heard when I was a student, and it makes a lot of sense, and it's one that I came back to a lot during this time, and that's, you might not always remember everything that a teacher teaches you, but you'll remember how they make you feel. And I feel like during this time, it was very important that students more than likely weren't going to remember a whole lot of things that we talked about in terms of math content, but if I could make them feel welcomed and okay with their feelings, no matter how they were coming in, whether they're having a great day so far or not, just being someone to listen to how they were feeling and being an advocate for them was very powerful for them and helped them further engage in the content. So with the content, I did try to be very creative. I know initially with the virus, there was a lot of talk about flattening the curve, so we talked about that within class, how mathematically what it means to flatten the curve. We also talked about exponential growth, which is something we talked about in class and something that was very true about the virus in terms of how quickly it spread in the initial stages once we were start learning about it. So that was good. I also tried other engaging questions, math related, that students had to think about and justify their answers. So one question was, if they had a job, they had two payment options. One is that they can get paid $60,000, but they would just get paid one time a year, or they could get paid monthly and it'd be $4,000 a year. Another question was, they could get paid a penny for every day that they've been alive, or forever how tall they were, they could get a stack of quarters. So they'd have to use their brains and use math, reasoning, and rationale to try to figure out what the answer for that would be. I myself like to stay active, so one thing I challenged my students to do was to try to do some things physically, whether indoors or outdoors. So I'd ask them to keep track of the amount of sit-ups they could do, push-ups, squats, jumping jacks, things like that, and they would tally back to me how many they were able to do. There were some other fun, engaging activities that we took part in. There was a online Zoom, rock, paper, scissors, and I know I did those in the wrong order, tournament that we did that a lot of students showed up for, and they said they had a lot of fun with that. Just today we did a game kit, just a competition where students could hop online and compete against each other in terms of things as a review that we've done throughout the course of the year. Some other things at home that I challenged them to do. I challenged them to find a ruler and just figure out the area and perimeter of a room at home. Another challenge was that students had to actually challenge me to do certain things math related. They had to teach me how to do certain things, which was kind of cool. One student challenged me how to make a recipe for pancakes, which was cool, doing certain measurements and things like that, which was awesome. Also successfully was able to do a virtual online talent show, which was really cool. We had some students and some teachers put that together, and that was pretty awesome to share with the community. Um, so those are some of the things that I've done. Also, doing some stuff on Instagram, connecting with students there, doing some stuff on YouTube where I can make some videos and students can see my face and I could record some motivational things for them to kind of keep them pushing through and making it all the way to the end. All in all, students really did stay engaged. At the end of the year, they told me that they really enjoyed the things that we had done, that I made math fun for them and kind of kept them along when a lot of students really didn't want to do work or weren't motivated. So that was very encouraging to hear. So these are the things I was able to do to keep my students engaged. Thank you.